And I'm a victim, I will tell you. I'm a victim.
Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Thursday, November 17th, 2022. Welcome to day 667. Nancy Pelosi announced that she will not seek a Democratic leadership role in the next Congress after Republicans take control of the House. Quote, "For me, the hour has come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect," end quote. This from Pelosi a day after Republicans officially won control of the House, adding, quote, "I am grateful that so many are ready and willing to shoulder this awesome responsibility," end quote. Pelosi is the first and only woman to ever hold the top position in the House and will continue to serve as a member of the House. Pelosi said, quote, "I have enjoyed working with 3 presidents," end quote. Pelosi has served as House Speaker under 4 different presidents. House Democrats are scheduled to vote on their leadership on November 30th. Hakeem Jeffries is considered Pelosi's heir apparent. If elected, Jeffries would become the first black lawmaker to lead a party in Congress. Moving on, the Biden administration will ask the Supreme Court to revive its student loan debt relief program. Earlier this week, the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals issued a nationwide injunction temporarily barring the program. Separately, the Justice Department is asking the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals to stay a decision by a Texas judge which ruled that Biden's relief program was, quote, "an unconstitutional exercise of Congress's legislative power and must be vacated," end quote. The latest filing from the Biden administration says the judge, quote, "lacked jurisdiction to enter an order," end quote. Meanwhile, the January 6th committee interviewed the lead Secret Service agent in Trump's motorcade on the day of the insurrection. Robert Engel was driving the car when Trump tried to grab the car's steering wheel after being told that he was heading back to the White House because it wasn't safe to go to the Capitol. This according to former White House staffer Cassidy Hutchinson, who testified before the committee in June. Hutchinson said Tony Ornato, then White House Deputy Chief of Staff, had told her this story of Trump being irate. Mike Pence, meanwhile, said he would not testify before the committee because Congress, quote, "has no right to my testimony," end quote. Pence added that it would establish a terrible precedent for the Congress to, quote, "summon a Vice President of the United States to speak about deliberations that took place at the White House," end quote. Meanwhile, Michael Flynn was ordered to testify before a special grand jury investigating whether Trump and his allies tried to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. In mid-December 2020, Flynn suggested that Trump could, quote, "take military capabilities," end quote, put them in swing states, and, quote, "basically rerun an election in each of those states," end quote. Flynn, Trump, and attorney Sidney Powell and others met at the White House on December 18th, 2020 to discuss, quote, "invoking martial law, seizing voting machines, and appointing Powell as special counsel to investigate the 2020 election," end quote. Flynn must testify before the panel on November 22nd. And finally, the Trump Organization's longtime chief financial officer testified that he committed tax crimes and that the company stopped several illegal tax practices after Trump became president. Alan Weisselberg testified that senior employees received their bonuses via 1099 income, a tax form that's intended for self-employed individuals, which allowed the company to avoid paying payroll taxes. Executives could then open tax-deferred retirement accounts that only self-employed people qualify for. In addition, the company is accused of giving executives off-the-books perks, including apartments, luxury cars, and private school tuition. Weisselberg testified that he carried out the scheme for his own benefit and that the Trump family was not involved in the schemes. Weisselberg pleaded guilty to 15 criminal counts in August, and under the deal, he will serve 5 months in jail if he testifies truthfully. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.